When you first get your account, you're going to be sent to a setup page, and that'll help you design the game. There are two sides to designing the game. There's the admin backend, and you'll see the login information here. That'll allow you to set different inventories, different prizes, and different email options, among other things. We'll talk about that later in this video. The other side of the design is the graphic design. And to do that, we're going to click here to change out the graphics. By the time you get to the design page, you should have already decided which device you wish your game to play on, be it for a large screen, an iPad, or all devices including a phone. There are design pages made specifically for large screens and iPads, and this gives you different options as far as the size of the game and their placements. Right now we're going to be working on the design of an all-device game, which includes all these, including a phone. If you run into any problems while you're setting your game up, if you look to the top, you see you can put in for a support request, you can look up frequently asked questions, and there are a number of how-to videos which cover just about anything. And you can also call us at any time. To set up and design your game graphically and to change images out, you're going to go over here and click here to design, and that will take you to the design page. At the start of the design page, you see a button where you can upload new images here to change things out. At any point during your editing, you can click here to view the game as you go. There's a zip file of the template images here, and if you run into problems, you can always go back to view the videos on design here. Let's begin by uploading some new images to change the design of the game. When you come into the upload page, you're going to see all of the different images that are being used in the game that you can change out to change its appearance. Here we have the machine that is being used. Below that you have play and begin buttons. You have the background behind the game. And you have different prize panels that correspond to different prize levels in the game. Below that we have some confetti that comes out when the game is played. Here we are using money as the confetti. However, it is important to note that you cannot change the money that is swirling inside the game. At any point while you're editing the game, you can click here to view the game as you edit it. This is the game that we're going to edit right now. To begin, we'll change out the machine itself. Go over to the far right, click Choose File, select the new machine, and then click Change. To make a really big difference in the appearance of the game, next we'll change out the background. Go down to the background, the backdrop, click Choose File, select the new background, and then click Change. You'll notice as you're looking at this that the images are not automatically refreshing. You have to refresh the browser by hitting Control F5 as I'm doing right now, and then you will see the changes. As I mentioned before, at any point you're editing, you can click here to view the game. So in just a few moments we went from this game to this game. Once your game design is all set up the way that you want it to be, you're going to want to go back to the setup page to log into your admin backend account. From there, you're going to start off on a dashboard, which is just a quick overview of the amount of plays over a set amount of time. You can also go in and change your account settings to personalize it. Down below, you're going to see the SMTP settings. This is only if you're going to be sending emails, and be sure to test it, as some SMTP servers are not compatible. Going into your games, and you're going to see your game list. To edit the back end of the game, you can go over to the far right and click on Edit. Here you can rename the game. You can set your start and end dates. You can change the names of the different prizes and the inventories for each of the prizes. You'll notice that by default you cannot unclick the first place or the losers. If you do not wish to have any losers, simply set the inventory to 0. If you are sending emails, you'll have email options underneath that. Every email has its own unique content based on the prize levels. And these can all be wrapped up within a template that you've created. We'll go over that in just a second. Down below that, you have some game rules that you can set. If you wish to have one play for a certain amount of time based on the person's IP address, email, or name. Below that, if you wish to add custom fields, you can do that. To create, view, or edit the different email templates, go back up and click on that. Email templates. Here you can create a new one, or you can view the ones that we've already made. Here we made template 1, and this kind of acts as a wrapper for the different prize levels emails that we've already set up. Here you can drop your logo in. You can have your from address, your company name, and subject. Over to the side you'll see a number of different tokens that correspond to the different fields that have been filled out by the players that have played the game.